And now to Syria. The UN plans to release its report today on last month's alleged chemical weapons attack. The Secretary General says the evidence of chemical weapons will be overwhelming.
Meanwhile, Secretary of State John Kerry is briefing U.S. allies on an agreement reached over the weekend. It is designed to end Syria's chemical weapons program. Margaret Brennan is traveling with the Secretary, and she's with us from Paris. Margaret, good morning.
Good morning to you, Nora, and to Charlie. It's just a week after Secretary Kerry first publicly proposed this plan to get rid of Syria's chemical weapons, and he's here in Paris to build support for it. But now that the deal is signed, it has to be enforced. U.S. allies Britain and France pledged to use their power at the UN Security Council to punish any violation of the deal.
If Assad fails to comply with the terms of this framework, make no mistake, we are all agreed, and that includes Russia, that there will be consequences.
It's extremely important, of course, that there are no evasions, that there is no cat and mouse game going on.
The regime has to come to the table of negotiations, and they have to understand there is no military solution for them.
The plan hammered out in Geneva between the U.S. and Russia requires the Syrian government to submit details of its chemical arsenal by Friday, allow and destroy all chemical weapons material by the first half of 2014. The two countries did not agree on whether the Syrian regime was responsible for the nerve gas attack in Damascus this August, but did say backed up by a UN resolution that would trigger harsh consequences for any violation. In the meantime, Assad's government will remain in power, but the U.S., France, and Britain will increase support for the moderate rebels battling him. One paying close attention to the Syrian crisis is Israel, its neighbor and longtime foe. After meeting with Secretary Kerry Sunday, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said success would be measured by results, not words, and that it sent a warning to Iran.
The determination the international community shows regarding Syria will have a direct impact on the Syrian regime's patron, Iran.
And later today, that report from the UN team that investigated the August gas attack is expected to show that chemical weapons were used. It won't place blame for the attack, but it will indicate who had the ability to deploy them. And that is expected to help build momentum for the resolution that will be proposed today at the UN Security Council to take action.